So we're starting with الدرس الرابع عشر, so 14th lesson. It says إضافة الأسماء إلى ضميري المخاطبين والمتكلمين. What is he talking about? He's talking about very simple thing, which is a possessive pronoun. Here he's talking about possessive pronoun because the pronouns that we use for إضافة, they're ضمير متصل and they're possessive. And he's talking about ضميري. You'll learn this thing very soon in this book, maybe after a few chapters when we talk about duals. So duals, we say ضميراني or ضميرين, and there are other rules why we don't have noon here. Meaning he's talking about two pronouns. One of them, al-mukhatabina, which is the plural for mukhatab, which we had uh, already, we have seen it before. And we have mutakallimina, which is plural for mutakallim, which is first person. So we've seen the first person pronoun, right? We had ana for munfasil and ya for muttasil. Naam. And the mukhatab is, we have two versions. Mukhatab should be masculine, but we have anta and kaf with fatha for the connected, possessive pronoun. And we had anti and kaf with kasra for the connected pronouns. Now he will be talking about the plural of these two. He'll be talking about the plural of ana and ya, and he'll be talking about plural of anta or anti and kaf. Fahimtum? So that's where we are right now. So he says الإضافة إلى ضمير المخاطبين. He's talking about possessive pronoun. He's just giving you an example. Maybe we can just introduce quickly. So we had, remember, anta. What happened? Anta, and its plural is, anybody knows? Antum. Antum. So anta is you for masculine. Antum is you plural for masculine. As you know, in English, we don't have any separate word for you plural. It is the same word. So this is something that he will talk about. So now, likewise, the kaf is the connected pronoun for you, masculine, kitabuka. Now, and kum, uh, kum. Kum is you, plural for masculine, for the connected version. So we say kitabukum, your book. You say assalamu alayka if you're giving a salam to one individual. You can say that. You can say assalamu alayka. But as you know, when we're giving a general salam, we say assalamu alaykum. This is where the kum is coming from. You're giving to all of you. May the peace be upon all of you. So he will also teach you anti, and the plural version of anti, what? Antunna. Very good. Antunna. Antunna. Shadda. Naam. And the connected one, the idafa version is ki, and who knows the connected version for the plural feminine? Kunna. Very good. Kunna. Okay, so this is something that he will review. As you know, this is what the author is doing in Madinah book. He is giving you pronouns bits by bit. He's not giving you everything in one shot. He's bringing you all these pronoun bits by bits. For the textbook, this is how it is done. You take some and you work on them, you master it, and you add more. And of course, at the end, he will give you a review so you can have everything. So remember, so these are mukhatab and mukhatabina. Now, so for the mutakallim is very simple. I'll just mention everything what the author will mention in this chapter. For mutakallim, we have one, ana. So ana is I. This is the subject pronoun. Ana muslimun. I am Muslim. Ana Muslim. So how do we say we uh, in the plural? Because the plural of I would be we. Who can help me here? Nahnu. Nahnu. Very good. Nahnu. Ahsantum. So this is something that he will introduce. So what is the attached is ya kita bi Rabbi, my Lord. And what is the connected pronoun for the plural? Na. So we say Rabbuna, Kitabuna, Rasuluna. So this is the whole thing that he will talk about. Okay, so now we can quickly maybe read them through. So he's giving you the plural of the masculine. We say Rabbukum, Allahu Rabbukum. Allah is your plural Lord, and here is your pronoun ضمير متصل. This is ضمير متصل, so this would be your possessive pronoun. نعم. مضاف مضاف إليه. النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبينا. مضاف مضاف إليه ضمير متصل. الإسلام دينكم. Islam is your religion. مضاف مضاف إليه. ما لغتكم. What is لغة? لغة, we had it before, I'm pretty sure. It means what? Language. So he's asking, what is your language? Your meaning plural. If you wanted to say what is your language, you're talking to one person, you will say لغتك for masculine, لغتك for feminine. أين مدرسكم? Where is your teacher? Your is plural. بيتكم جميل. Your house is beautiful. Now, very simple thing. Now he will give you الإضافة إلى ضمير المتكلمين. So for the plural version of first person. So we say Allahu Rabbuna. So this is the na. Okay, but remember, we should prolong this na. Rabbuna. النبي, same thing, he's going through everything. النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبينا. الإسلام ديننا. اللغة العربية لغتنا. أين مدرسنا? Where is our teacher? بيتنا جميل. Our house is good. So is it difficult? Should be fairly simple. So you just have to memorize this chart, and don't worry, inshallah, toward the end, both the actual book and the grammar book will give you a chart, and we can also look into the charts from different sources. Remember the handouts that I was talking about. We'll go back to the handout. They do a very good job with giving you every single pronouns in one sheet and also with its examples. So, having the chart is not the problem. You ask ChatGPT, it can give you the chart instantaneously. But is it in your mind? Is it in your mind? Now, ربكم مضاف مضاف إليه. Now, so something that we've been talking. ربنا مضاف مضاف إليه. So now he goes back to the ضمير المنفصل. He says ضمير الجمع للمتكلم, the plural pronoun for the first person is, we say نحن. So we say نحن مسلمون. So we don't say نحن مسلم. It doesn't make sense that we are Muslim as a singular. We say مسلمون. We are Muslims. So this is una. This is plural. We say نحن مهندسون. We are engineers. نحن حفظة المدير. What is حفظة? Huh? Anybody knows? It is a grandson, plural. حفيد, is the singular and hafada is the plural. So be careful with this word. This tamarbuta might fool you thinking that this is a female something. It is nothing female. Same thing with you say ustad. Anybody knows what is the plural for ustad? Who can read it? Very hard plural, to be honest with you. Asa tida. Yes, yes. Asa tida. What happened here? Number one, the sound is complicated and we have a tamarbuta. So one professor or one teacher is masculine, and when you have more than three, they become feminine. No, it's just what it is. Now that's why you have to understand this concept. Tamarbuta is 95 or maybe I would say 98% of the time would be for feminine, but there are exceptions. Now, so we have ضمير الجمع للمخاطب. So we have now pronoun, the munfasil pronoun, the subject pronouns or detached pronoun for plural second person masculine is antum. So we say antum muslimuna. So here, as soon as you say antum, I think this concept I've mentioned many times, and this concept will always come, and you have to know whenever we talk about plural, any human being, when you have more than three, it can be all of them in one gender, or there can be a mixed. So if it's mixed, right? If it's a mixed, we always use the masculine plural. So when you say antum muslimuna, this is the plural. This can mean that all of you are Muslims, or maybe the mutakallim, the person who's speaking, he's looking into a gathering when all the Muslims are here for the Eid prayer or the Jummah prayer, and he's addressing them. So we have female there as well. So what would he say? There's no other word to use. So he has to use antum, the masculine version. But if there's only female, no male exists in the group, in order to use a specific female pronoun like antunna. So this is only, for example, you have a girl's halaqa, and then the teacher is saying antunna. She's addressing them. Fahamtum? So something to keep in your mind. So now he gives something amthila. He says examples في أي شارع بيتكم. Now, so this chapter also talked about this word ayyu, and inshallah we'll talk about in the next section. He goes more in details. The meaning is which, whom, something like that, right? So we say في أي شارع. What is شارع? Street. Very good. So in which street is بيتكم, your house? Okay, then you say بيتنا. Our house is في الشارع الذي أمام المحكمة. Our house is on the street which is front of, what is محكمة? Court. So محكمة is court. So again, أمام, you know how it works. مضاف مضاف إليه. And as you can see, this usage, the author will talk about this usage is أيو is also مضاف مضاف إليه. نعم. Then we have أنتم مدرسون. Are you teachers? أنتم. You say لا نحن أطباء. What is أطباء? Doctors. Very good. So it is a plural of طبيب. Now we say أنا مدرسون. نحن مدرسون. So he's giving you very good examples now. Now you see how things work. He said, just like the examples that I gave you, we say أنا, this is a subject pronoun, ضمير منفصل, مدرس, and we say نحن مدرسون. So here, after saying نحن, you cannot say مدرس, singular. You also have to change. And this goes with what I think we mentioned a little bit. The khabar has to match the number of the mubtada, the subject. Here is أنا مدرسة, مدرسة, female. We don't change anything with the أنا. أنا remains أنا, and نحن remains نحن, but we have to consider uh, based on our own gender, right? So we say نحن مدرسات. You know, this is the plural of the mudarrisa. And this is a sound plural. Okay, jam as-salim. So we say, for example, we say what? Muslima. And the way we make plural is we remove the ta marbuta and we add alif and ta. So we say muslimat, muslimatun. Fahimtum? So this is sound plural. Why is it sound? Because our original word is still there, just like in English. Our original word is still there. This ta marbuta is not part of the original word, as you know. But we added the ta marbuta only to indicate that this is feminine. Now, so we have anta tabibun. You are a doctor. Antum atibba. So anti tabibatun. Antunna. So here's antunna. So antunna is how we say you all for feminine only, and we say tabibat. And as you can see, you know, most of the time, I'll tell you this thing is that usually word that ends in ta marbuta, their plural would be a sound plural. So you just remove the ta marbuta and add alif and ta. That is by and large the majority of the cases. Not always, but I would say more than 90%, perhaps. Any questions? So this was your part of pronouns. Now he goes into a second subject or topic of the lesson, which is ayu. So ayu, he says, is ismu istifham lil aqil wa ghayr aqil. So this is a noun. So this is one of the ism, meaning he's trying to say this is not a harf, this is not a particle. Even though it looks small, this is not a particle. It is an ism. Versus when you say hal, this is a ism. No, this is harf. The hal would be harf istifham. Okay, istifham, istifham. Now, so this hal would be harful istifham. Ay would be ism istifham. So that's why he is what he's talking about now. So for intellect and non-intellect, والاسم الذي بعده مضاف إليه. So the noun that is after it would be مضاف إليه. So this one and the noun after it makes it into إضافة. إضافة. Now, so what does it mean? As I mentioned to you, it means which. Okay, for simple sense, think about which, and then you change the meaning based on context if you have to. So here are your examples. Al-aqil for the intellect. أي الطلاب خرج? Which students left? Now, hopefully you know all of these words here. خرج is to go out. أيكم, in the Quran, أيكم أحسن عملا. He asks. So أيكم, which one of you, from the plural, he's looking at you and he's saying, which one of you ذهب إلى المستشفى? Meaning, which one of you went to where al-mustashfa is the hospital. So we can use the same thing for غير عاقل, for non-intellect. So you say أي كلية هذه. So who knows what كلية means? College. Very good. College or faculty of the college. Now, so which college is this? And using هذه because it is referring to what? كلية, which is feminine. So we say أي شهر هذا. So you say هذا because شهر is masculine. What is شهر? Month. Very good. Yes, month. Now, في أي مدرسة أنت? In which school are you in? So this would be في أي would be in which. Sometimes we ask which, and sometimes we ask in which. So we say في أي. Now, of course, you cannot say أي. Here we said أي because this was, you have to be a little bit careful. I'll just use the word default for now here. Because why this one is Dhamma, we would only know by knowing the answer. answer to this question. So if, for example, we say أي كلية هذه, so what is the answer? هذه, then you say كلية to, let's say, اللغة العربية, something like that, okay? كلية اللغة. So now tell me, أي is what? What is it, a مبتدا or خبر? أي is a slot, blank space. Think about it. We are trying to fill in this blank space. So what we fill into that blank space will tell you what is the role of the ayu, whether it is a subject or predicate or doer or whatnot. So obviously it cannot be the mubtada because mubtada is this one. هذه is the mubtada. So it will be khabar. Ayu here is a khabar because he wants to know something about this. So this is the subject, mubtada, and he wants to know what is this. So you're giving the khabar. هذه كلية اللغة. This is the faculty of the language. So ayu is mubtada. Sorry, ayu is khabar. And as you know, khabar is what? What is the grammatical role of khabar? We did this briefly, but you should study them. At least just tell me the haraka of the khabar. Dhamma, yes. So Dhamma, we say marfu, ahsantum. Very good. So that's why it is Dhamma. But here, of course, now it becomes majrur because why? This is after preposition fi ayyi. You don't say fi ayyu. Fi ayyi madrasatin anta. In which school are you in? Min ayyi, from which. So min ayyi is a from which. So very, very good phrases, question phrases. Min ayyi baladin anta, from which country are you from? So this is a very, very good and common sentence structure. You must know how to say these things. There's no exception. Ayyu yawmin hada, which day is this? Hada yawmus sabt. What is sabt? I think we talked briefly about, maybe not, I'm not sure. Sabt is what? Saturday. Yes, very good. Saturday. So this is Saturday. أي كلية هذه? You know, so read them through. This is very simple. كلية الشريعة, the college of Sharia. في أي معهد أنت? معهد is what? معهد is institution. Institute. In fact, if you want to go step by step, we have madrasa. Okay, you have madrasa, then you have mahad, then you have kulliya, okay, kulliya, and then you have jamia, university. Okay, so school, institution, college, university. Now, so now what do we have? Okay, now the author shifts gear and goes into the verbs. So as you know, we're learning the pronouns for the nouns and also a little bit of verb conjugations only with regards to past tense. Okay, so something that I think we already know. For example, we have al-mufrad al-mudhakkar, so singular masculine, we say, original word is dhahaba. Remember, dhahaba is always, the pronoun is he. So he went. So how do you say you went? We say dhahabta. So this ta with fatha. I think last time we learned how do we say she went. We add ta with sukun. Dhahabat, she. Inshallah, we'll have a good chart to show you everything at once. But for now, these two should be in your mind like your name. Dhahaba, dhahabat. Now you add more stuffs in your mind, okay? Don't worry. Allah give you, Allah, subhanAllah, if you're worried about your brain space, your memory space, you know, it's not like your laptop that is going to run out of space. No. So we say kharaj ta, same ta, so that means you left out. Now, so for mu'annath, look what's going on. Very simple. We say dhahabti. So dhahabta is for you went. Dhahabti is for you feminine went. So for the plural, we say dhahabtum. Okay, tum. And we say kharajtum. Same thing, tum. Tum is for antum. Antum dhahabtum. You all went. Antum kharajtum. You all went. For feminine, we say dhahabtunna, not kunna. ذهبتن. So أنتن ذهبتن. أنتن خرجتن. There's nothing magic. You just have to memorize, guys. Just memorize. So we have أنت ذهبت إلى المعهد. You went to the institution. أين ذهبت? Where did you go? لماذا خرجت? So he's giving you a lot of good examples. Okay. So again, we're repeating same verbs. So not many vocabs with regards to verbs. So same thing, ذهب and خرج. أنت ذهبت إلى المعهد. أين ذهبت؟ خرجت. Okay. أنتم ذهبتم إلى المعهد. أين ذهبتم؟ لماذا خرجتم؟ نعم. أنتن ذهبتن إلى المعهد. أين ذهبتن؟ لماذا خرجتن? And if you read Quran, you will see these pronouns coming all the time. So you should be paying attention to these pronouns and try to see which one it is. Now he's showing you something which is a grammatical note, also important. He is showing you that the fi'l is ذهب. It is the fi'l that verb that we know and love, which is ذهب. This two is the file. Remember, every single verb, I'm keep on reminding you, every single verb has file. Either the file would be ظاهر, apparent, like you will see the name, proper name or the common name who is doing this action, or it would be a pronoun which is built into the verb itself. So I can say ذهب Muhammad. Muhammadun. So here the file, the doer is apparent, is explicit. You can see who did the action. And the file, inshallah, I think we talked about this. The file always will be marfu. It will always be a dhamma. So this is how you know this is file. But it can be implicit, which is not apparent. So we say dhahaba. Instead of saying Muhammad, we still mean Muhammad, that he went. But now we're not mentioning because the context is there. We're talking about Muhammad and we just say dhahaba. So now here we have the pronoun he is huwa. Okay, so this is a hidden pronoun. For the huwa, it is not apparent. It is hidden, something that is understood. So when we have this verb, dhahabtu, so this is the verb. So where is the pronoun? The pronoun he's trying to say is the tu. This is the file. Every verb needs a file. So this is your file. So dhahabtu means I went. Dhahabtum. So again, now he explained this one a little bit in details. And this is very precise. This is accurate. But I think it might be way too overwhelmed. I'll give you a smaller version as well. So I'll start with the smaller version. So again, dhahaba is your fi'l, is verb, and tum is the file, the pronoun. So now if you want to know who's the file, who's the one who's doing the action, so you say tum. But what he's explaining is a little bit more precise, but it's a little bit more advanced as well. He's trying to say actual file is still the tu, meaning the ta. And the meme is the sign that this doer is masculine plural. For example, he is saying, when he says dhahabtunna, which is for you plural feminine, he wants to say that tu is actually is the file. This meaning that is the pronoun. Noon is not the pronoun. Only the ta is the pronoun. So what is noon is doing? This noon with shadda, it is indicating that this file is plural plus feminine. So it is clarifying what that file is. So a little bit abstract, little bit complicated. Instead, trust me, there are many books. They will just tell you that tunna is the file. So I don't want you to, bother with this explanation. Okay, so I would say just think about tum is for antum. Okay, and tunna is antunna. So tunna is the file. That's all. So what he's showing you, he say ana dhahaba. Yeah, it doesn't work because why? Dhahaba is what? What pronoun is dhahaba? He. So you cannot say I, he go. Doesn't make sense. So you have to change the pronoun to tu. Ana dhahabtu. You could have said huwa dhahaba, then that's fine. You cannot say antum dhahabu. Now tell me, we studied this one. What does dhahabu pronoun? What is the pronoun? When you have dhahaba and we add waw with, and this alif is just a convention. What is this waw is doing? It is plural for what? This is plural for huwa. Okay, plural for huwa, whom. So when we want to say they went, we say whom dhahabu. So you cannot say you all and then use the third person plural pronoun. Doesn't make any sense. You say you all, they went. You say antum dhahabtum. Now, the same thing, antunna, you don't say dhahabna. What is dhahabna? Hunna. So hunna is what? They, for feminine. So you say hunna dhahabna. So the second person plural is tunna. So he's just giving an example to make things more clear. Inshallah, we will have a chart very soon. This chapter also introduced some additional words that are mamnu min as-sarf. So this concept is coming and coming, and I told you the author has been giving you or introducing this concept to you bits by bits. That we mentioned to you that some words they cannot take tanween, and we'll learn it's not that they cannot take tanween, they have other problem as well. They cannot take kasra as well, so they have some issues. So we'll learn them about later, and inshallah the book will give you a complete review at the end. I believe that is the last chapter of this book. So now he adds one more category. I think we might have talked about this one, which is, it says al-alamul ajamiyu. So alam here, it means proper name. Proper name. So foreign, ajami is the foreign. Foreign to who? Foreign to Arabs. Arabs are foreign to us. So it's not that foreign to us, foreign to Arab. So foreign names to Arabs is considered mamnu min as-sarf. It says la yunawwan. It does not take tanween. And it is called mamnu min as-sarf. So we say Ibrahimu. We don't say Ibrahimun. We say Yaqubu, Jibrilu, Mikailu, William. So as you know, William is English name. So we say with one Dhamma. We don't say Williamun. London. London is name of a country, but it's a foreign name. Pakistan. Hakada. So we don't say Ibrahimun. We don't say Williamun. Fahamtum? So let us go back to the book quickly and do a quick review. So again, Ad-Dars Al-Rabi' Ashar, 14th lesson. So, just read them through. Everything is easy, simple. You just have to learn the vocabs. Fitya, we talked about, it is the plural of fata. So this young boys is giving salam. Ahadu al-fitya. Ahad is one. Okay, one of the, this is good expression, one of the young boys. He said, Kayfa haluka ya ammi. Because it's ammi, here means uncle, so we say Kayfa haluka. Man antum, here comes your antum, who are you? Ahaduhum, again, it's the same concept. Ahadu al-fitya or ahaduhum. So we are just replacing al-fitya with whom. So one of them. One of them. He says, Nahnu abna'u Dr. Musa. We are the sons of the Dr. Musa. And here you ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. We said we can just simply say ahlan, we can add ahlan wa sahlan, or we can simply say marhaban, or we can add everything all together, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. Now, so read them through. Shafahullah, this is a dua that we make. Someone is sick, you tell him Shafakallah. If it's a male person and he's next to you, you are addressing him. If it's female person, you say Shafakillah. Same conjugation is happening. So here he's talking about third person singular. We say Shafahullah. So you hear about someone else who's not here, you say Shafahullah. You don't say Shafakallah. Baituna al-Jadid, our new house. So this is a adjective. This may be a little bit tricky because remember we say baytun, then we say jadidun. Naam, jadidun. But if you say al baytu, then you say al jadidu. Naam, and we remove tanween. But here it probably looks like there's no alif lam. So why are we making adjective definite? Because this is indeed a definite word. When we say baytuna, this is a definite. We know which house we're talking about. We're not just talking about random house. Anytime you have a possessive case with any noun, it becomes a definite. You have to know this. So kitabi is not in the kitab is indefinite, but when you say kitabi, my book, it becomes ma'rifa. You say kitab jadid, but you say kitabi al jadid, my new book. Okay, and there's other things you maybe we need to explain one of these times how the adjective is being, we have to differ or delay the adjective for the idafa. Anyway, something maybe we'll mention later. Now, so all of these words we have studied before. Tib, what is tib? Tib here is medicine. Medicine. Medicine as a science. Dawa would be medicine, something that you take. Tib here means the science, medical science. Maybe I should write medical. Medical science. As you can see, Ibrahim is not taking any tanween. Yusuf is not taking any tanween. They weren't Arabs. Sayyara to fi, so you have fi sayyara tikum. Now, sayyaratikum. And this is a very good exercise if you're using this version of the book. Start putting the haraka. Start putting the haraka. Now, ismuhu, again, William. He says, a Muslimun who, means huwa. So this is a very interesting way of asking. So maybe next time when we see this one, I will explain to you. You can say ahuwa Muslimun, but this is a better way of saying a Muslimun huwa. Nasrani is Christian. Dhahabtum, okay, conjugations. Did you go? You in a plural, masculine or misc. So just do them. I'm just quickly going through them. So this is a good exercise where you go through all the pronouns with antum, baitukum, rabbukum, some of the things that we've done in the class already. Iqra, very important. Every time it has Iqra, waktub, you should do both. You should read and write with haraka. Nahnu muslimuna. Allahu rabbuna. Al-Islamu dinuna. Hakada, do everything. Now, so here you say fi ayyi shari'in mudaf mudaf ilayhi. That's why you're putting a kasra. This is baitukum. So you don't keep on putting kasra, baitikum. No, this is actually mubtada. See, how do you know it's mubtada? Because look at the answer, baituna. So this becomes the subject and everything else becomes the predicate. Everything else is there. No. Again, this word ba'd came a lot of times, and I mentioned to you this is a good word. Ba'duna atibba. Some of us are doctors, or ba'duna muhandisun, and some of us are engineers. Now, so very good exercise. Baitun, baitukum, baituma, baituna. In fact, you can do even more pronouns that you know. You can say baiti, baituka, baituki, baitukum, baituna. All the other pronouns that you know. This is a very good exercise. Iqra, so read, and when he's asking to read here, this is something to think about what's going on. So here's a grammatical things. The author is not explaining, but he wants you to know how these things are done. Ayyu yawmin. As you can see, mudaf mudaf ilayhi. Fi ayyi madrasatin. Min ayyi. So all of these things we talked about in the class already. So please make sure you know them. And here he is again showing you something important. As you can see, anytime the author wants you to pay attention to something, he will give you the haraka. As you can see here, he gave you all the haraka. He did not give you haraka for other things, but he gave you haraka for these things. He wants you to pay attention what's going on. Now, look, Ayu, he gave all the haraka. Why isn't he giving haraka for mean and fi? Because he knows you've seen it before. There's no need. And here he's giving all the haraka because he wants to show you something. He is showing you that they are not taking tanween. They're not taking tanween. So these are all the names of foreign people or country. So now comes the verb examples or exercises. So you do anta dhahabta ila al-madrasa. So now you make it into plural. Antum dhahabtum ila al-madrasa. Very, very good exercise indeed. But as I said, that's why this Madinah book is it's grammar book, not enough for the reading and vocabularies because he's keep on using the same verbs because he does not want to burden you here with the new words. He's just trying to make sure you understand the conjugations. He's keep on using dhahaba, kharaja, and jalasa. Most of the time, you'll see dhahaba. Okay, but if it was any other book, you'll be getting new verbs all the time. This is a advantage and disadvantage at the same time. I'll be honest with you. It is also a disadvantage because we're not learning enough verbs. Without knowing a lot of verbs, we cannot read and understand. That's why we have to cover them up with the side books. And here are all the new words. And here's the hafid that I talked about, grandson. Hafada is the plural. And everything else is very, very simple stuffs. And remember, this is very good. Akh has two plurals. We have ikhwa and we have ikhwan. Ikhwa and ikhwan. Everything is good.